Our first reading this Sunday is from the book of Joshua. Joshua, you remember, succeeded Moses as the leader of the Jewish people when they came out of Egypt. He was a soldier who led the people across the Jordan River to take possession of the promised land. The book of Joshua is a litany of the battles he fought, among them the Battle of Jericho. But our reading today, though, is from the end of the book. Joshua is an old man now, over 100 years. He's getting ready to die, and he calls together the different tribes and families of Israel to Shechem to speak to them for the last time. It's a crucial time. They're losing a seasoned leader, a general whom they've counted on. They're facing an unknown future. Our work isn't finished, Joshua reminds them. Our journey isn't over. But the old soldier doesn't rehearse the wars he fought or offer plans for new wars. He doesn't introduce them to new military leaders. He reminds them of their call from God. Are you going to listen to that call or not? He says to them. You can turn away from that call. You can get disappointed and turn away. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord, Joshua says. And the people respond to his witness. Far be it from us to forsake the Lord for the service of other gods. For it was the Lord who brought us and our ancestors out of the land of Egypt, out of the state of slavery. He performed those great miracles before our eyes and protected us along our way and among the peoples through whom he passed. And therefore we will also serve the Lord, for he is our God. Joshua is first of all a believer. The words of Psalm 141 could be put in his mouth. Blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for battle, my fingers for war. It's not his skills as a general Joshua counts on. He's counting on God. And we can hear that same faith in our gospel in Peter, the apostle of Jesus, as so many walk away from Jesus when they hear him claim to be the bread sent from heaven. Many of his disciples returned to their former way of life and no longer accompanied him, John's gospel says. It was a crucial time. Do you also want to leave? Jesus says. And Simon Peter answers, Master, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. We've come to believe and are convinced that you are the Holy One of God. In crucial times, like the time we're experiencing now in our church, we're called, first of all, to believe. Joshua and Peter are examples. Certainly, there are plans to be made. Changes have to come. Hard times have to be met. But first, they look to God. As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord, Joshua says. Master, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life, Peter says. And we've come to believe and are convinced that you are the Holy One of God. First, believe.